Our next speaker is Mr. James Oppenheimer. The speech is 8 to 10 minutes, entitled The Greater Good. This is a practice run at a speech that will be given in front of 100 to 150 people at an event about unifying Sioux Falls for the greater good. Please welcome Mr. James Oppenheimer.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, listen to me talk today. I'm glad Kylie and I coordinated on the jacket and pants and shoes. I didn't quite get the shirt, sorry about that. So my name's James Oppenheimer. As you may be able to tell from my accent, I am from slightly east of Sioux Falls, even east of Brandon, from a town called Berkhamsted, Hertfordshire in England. I've lived in the US since 2000, Sioux Falls since 2008, and I've been a US citizen since 2010. I live here with my wife, Marissa. She works for a small community healthcare system, Sanford. And I have two kids, Henry and Gemma. Henry just graduated from Lincoln. He's going to be going on to study at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, studying music there. Gemma is going to be a senior at Lincoln and is committed to play soccer at Concordia St. Paul University. Now, I used to be an impatient person, someone who always wanted the next promotion, the next step forward. I was always looking to the future, see what I could do next. I wanted to get into a leadership position, so I had the power of leadership. So I was able to dictate what was going on, never satisfied with quite where I was. That was until there was a dramatic event in my life. I had a shocking phone call back on Memorial Day Sunday of 2017. My closest friend in the world, Kurt Schneider, passed away, and I'll never forget getting that phone call. He passed away suddenly at a young age. Found out later it was from an opioid overdose. And I could do a whole other speech about opioid addiction, but that'll be a different speech. Kurt was a Unoyan individual, I think that's how we say it, in that he always put other people first. He was curious, not judgmental, much like the Walt Whitman quote, about people that he knew and meeting new people. And he was excited to do the best for those around him. And after his passing, he always lived in the day prior to his passing. After his passing, I got a tattoo, which I proudly display, that says Carpe Diem. But I decided I needed to change the way I approach things, be less impatient, be more about what can I do to help people, to be kind to those around me, and what can I do for the community that I live in, which is Sioux Falls. And what was crazy is once I got to that point and started putting other people first, that was when my career started to take off, and I got a promotion to run Dakota Alliance Soccer Club. Had success on the field, won a few national championships, was Coach of the Year, and most importantly, sent a lot of great young individuals with a positive role model off to play college soccer. I then moved on to the Humane Society as the executive director, and then into my current role as the CEO of the Sioux Falls Family YMCA. Over that time, I developed a leadership philosophy that was really all about putting people first. Treating people, making them more important than things, putting those people first, and really looking to treat people well. I called it PETS, which works great when you work at an animal organization. Positive, efficient, transparent, servant leadership. And it's really about people, being positive with those around you, being a positive life force, pointing out the good in people and what's going on. Efficiency is efficiency of time and efficiency of money. Transparency is about including people in the conversation, not having secrets, but more talking with people, getting their opinion. And then servant leadership is flipping the pyramid, supporting those that you work with. I asked two key questions in a time of conflict. If you're in conflict, question number one that I ask is, what is the common problem we are trying to resolve? Question number two is, what is our goal? What common goal do we both have? This worked great running nonprofits. At Dakota Alliance, the common goal was get a soccer ball at as many kids' feet as possible, over 3,000 kids a year. At the Humane Society, it was adopt out as many animals as possible. We united behind that, set adoption records. At the YMCA, it's about giving affordable activity to as many children as we can, through Camp Leif Erikson, through basketball, through soccer, and we touch over 10,000 kids a year. It was going great. Life almost felt too easy. So I decided to try it out in the super unifying, never divisive world of politics. And right when I announced that I was running, it was unifying right away. I posted a picture of myself, and the internet united in letting me know that I look a little bit like Gru from Despicable Me. And maybe I should have a few minions running around with me. And my kids are now too big to be minions, which is a problem. As the campaign went on, I started to get to know some of those people that were running with me and running against me. My main opponent was a guy named Vince Dahn from the Vietnamese community. He spoke extremely powerfully about inclusivity in Sioux Falls and bringing new people to the conversation. Zach DeBoer ran for the Central District. He had a ton of knowledge about slowing down vehicles within Sioux Falls and more walkability within downtown. Neither of these people won. When I was fortunate enough to take the position with 18,692 votes, but who's counting? More than the mayor. No, not saying anything. When I was fortunate enough to take the position, I see myself as someone that represents everyone within Sioux Falls, not just my ideas. These are people that had great ideas that didn't win. Their ideas shouldn't die. I'm meeting with those people with a goal of finding out what their agenda was and seeing if I and other councillors can bring forward some of those ideas. Within the council itself, there are three groups who all think they run the city of Sioux Falls. You have the directors who oversee each department, you have the mayor, and you have the council. And shockingly, we're in the political world, they like to fight occasionally and disagree. I am hoping that we can be a unified force together within Sioux Falls to help do the best we can for this city. But that is just within leadership. Within this city ourselves, I believe it is really important that we unite behind things that we love about this city. Common Sioux Fallsisms, whether it's the Parade of Lights, the slightly inappropriate statue of David, Ace the Augie Doggy. There are some unique things about this city that unite us. My challenge to you is it's the same challenge I give myself. Look at those who, my challenge to you is to think about the two questions that unite us. What is the common problem we are trying to solve anytime you're in conflict? And what is your common goal? We do that as citizens of the city, and we can help this continue to be a welcoming, affordable, safe city where families can thrive. Thank you very much.